will be so extremely fine. The single digit of the date can be adjusted on the right. On the left are the 10 digits of the date. Turn this knob the other way around. You can adjust the corresponding number of weeks. As for the broad light below, it's used to place the current month difference. So this is the protagonist that Banksy wants to fix. 1. Manufactured in France in the 1960s. Desktop Perpetual calendar. And in the video, this person is doing the disassembly work. It is also from the French god of restoration, Fabric hair brother. And this time, after opening the outer cover, we can clear it and see the entire most important mechanical core inside. Here are 2 sets of dates and new machines. Mutually independent white gas buildings. The calendar part will be relatively complicated, and he uses 2 little turntables to do it. A total of 31 days of display. And from here we can vaguely see behind these 2 little turntables, it comes with a gear. It is also because of the gear lever on the back, in order to drive the turntable to rotate normally. As for the information turntable at the back, you can also see that its structure is simpler. Just turn him with a knob. In addition, in order to allow the information turntable can be parked at the correct window position, there will be these gaps around him. Here, when combined with a spring machine, you can jam the turntable, fixed in the correct position. Is that so? After having 2 dials of the day and date, in conjunction with the monthly insert that was changed once a month, you can manually display the date of any day. Then simply understand. After the internal structure, Fudge also completed the overall disassembly process. Here we go. Brother Fu will deal with these 3 turns white with his left hand first. The first step is to sandblast them with white steel jade, in order to achieve the effect of degassing and rust removal. Observed after pressing, they don't have to do any formalization. Powder spraying can be done directly. But this week the turntable logo, it's not freshly printed like the date wheel. So Brother Fa has to follow the original picture this time. The paper restores an identical one. And the stars and logos here are all in French. Specific words. You can look at this comparison table listed by week. Now stick the printed sticker. Then polish out the part of the gap. Finally, a layer of protection is sprayed on. Then this clear turntable is also handled. Then these 2 dates are white, because they are sensitive. So I spray paint them first. Black ethyl powder. And then a coat of high gloss white paint. And then pass the polishing paste too. The white paint on the steel stamp is sanded clean, until the black paint at the bottom is exposed. So you can have 2 digits. Very clear Japanese turntable. The next step is to deal with the shell, parts for dials and so on. Brother will also pass first. And so, let's do some physical psychology on them. After sandblasting, Fudge will use this cryptofiber fiber to continue polishing the shell, while removing the above defects. By the way, unify the texture of the surface. Next comes the paint. 8 pieces chose this very textured brown color lip paint. In addition to having excellent protection functions, the range hood, and these 3 cosmetic advantages. First, strong concealer ability. Second, it has low cost and high texture. The third is very durable and dirt resistant. So many outdoor doors, fences will choose to use the water temperature period. Take a look at this effect. It's still very good, right? And there's no need for spray levers and splints. We'll proceed. Glossy polishing and electroplating crack protection treatment. But here, Brother Fe, he didn't give the picture of cracking. But we finally start with the parts emitting yellow luster. It can be judged. They're cracked. So this time, you can put the date in this 10,000 years. The rudder part is assembled. For this reason, he also specially made several new mounting rivets. You can see it. The rivet is through its own deformation to achieve fixation between parts. So in general, as long as the power is not a broadsword to deform it, otherwise these are riveted. The parts fixed by nails will not be separated. This part and these 2 are used to make the lever reset small spring. There's nothing wrong with them. You're full of elasticity. So it's just a little sandblasting and sanding. Please be sure to oxidize and dirt on the outside. Now install the process spring. You can see the dial of the original card color. Now it can run smoothly. And what about these 2 rivets? It is made to fix the shell and bottom. It became apparent that they were no longer able to work. So Fuge will make a nest of marked beef balls. With new rivets below, it will completely fix the base and the shell. So, this is the knob that drives the day wheel. Fortunately, it still has a certain margin. Just rub the deformed part of the hairy tip a little bit, so you can continue to use it. Waiting for delivery, it was also subjected to a wave of regularization and polishing. After finishing this knob part, the entire date dial is partially assembled in place. The arrow indicates a springtime. You can take a look. So what happens? We'll assemble the other parts. And these parts. And the way it's fixed is with forehead plate bonding. Also commonly known as half-side fixing or folding ear fixing. And Maujian is the same. We do it through deformation of the material itself to achieve a fixed effect. Then these in Fuji's hands. It's the printed month card. Also they are French. You can refer to the comparison table. After loading them. And a new felt pad for the base. Then this one, manufactured in France in the 1960s. Desktop Perpetual calendar. It's officially rich and poor. So that's it for this Issues Fix video. Thanks for watching. Flock Hope Country W5 invited Seadong Klokken. Bye bye again. Thank you for coming to Max's Restoration. See you. And this is not just any kettle. It was produced in 1914. This is the first year of World War I. He may have followed a certain soldier. I have fought in the battle horn of the year. And today, More than 100 years later, he's in the hands of Restore Red. Then this video, let's see how God is perfectly repaired this outward ragtag. Delicate and spotted, but it's also full. The story of the German military kettle of World War I. So let's start with this. God can use a steel brush to soothe inside and outside of the kettle. Perform simple cleaning. Purpose: it is to remove those loose rust stains and dirt on the surface. Cook it first. After the initial cleaning, for the next electrolytic rust removal, it needs to be like this. Sand a circle first in the lake view position. Here's why. These thick layers of embroidery cover the surface of the float. It's actually an electrical conductivity, very poor oxide. If it is directly powered on, then it will be difficult for current to enter the interior of the metal. So you have to clean up a piece first. Clean metal surface as a contact point for electrodes. Then, mix water and salt to produce the electrolyte required for the reaction, and attach the positive electrode to the scrap iron. The negative electrode is connected to the kettle to power on. Start our electrochemical rust removal. The left's telephone academic show. We've talked about this before. He officially passed between the body and the embroidery rope, lots of relatives, to achieve rust peeling. Therefore, compared with the large mechanical storage and display methods of enterprises, he will be safer for the main body. The drawback is that it takes a long time, and the electrolyzed liquid will become very similar. Hot pot base. In addition to the bottom of the washer, the current will also remove some of the iron oxide converted to ferric oxide. That is, these black substances on the pot body. And what about this stuff? It's stable, will not continue to corrode the body, but it's ugly. So the following gods will use sandblasting to bring these substances, give infiltration clean. As for the spray of water dragon eggs here, I'm sure everyone can see it. That's white steel jade. After the sandblasting is done, how about now? Finally, I can see the true nature of this kettle. Appearance. And this craftsman can only be described in 4 words. It's riddled with holes. In the face of such a situation, think from a different angle. He is also good. That is, it can be used to look at the stars. After reading the cache, go back to the restoration work. This time, the great god needs to correct the sunken part here for him. Is coming back. And in the process, we can also find out. In fact, in these rust pits of Mama Lili, there is still a lot of rust that has not been invaded clean. So, the following gods will use this rust conversion solution to remove those deep rusts, converted to a more stable naturalized triplex. Bellow just sandblasted the black dirt that was removed. But this time they will hide the surge. It will not affect the appearance of the market. Next step, the way the gods will polish through the wire wheel. Come and remove more than 5 burrs. Good for the next soldering. Fill in the mother process and lay the technology well. What needs to be done now is sweat-absorbing embroidery, but you can see it. This butterfly rust stone, the situation is too serious. It is not suitable for the repair method of sweat absorption. So the god is in the pot. The connection between the neck and the pot body was tested here. Just choose to give up decisively. Instead, use another repair method. And this new fix. It needs to be polished first to make a flatter one. The entire protective surface is used as the base. In addition, You need to use the chef's notes to do it. Cook cleaning. So, here we go. I believe some friends should be able to guess. What kind of trimming method is this? That is, since the vacancy cannot be filled, then do it. Crispy at a shaped shell to the bottom of this pot. And the material used in this shell. This is fiberglass. In fact, this repair method, in many car or boat repairs, is very common. Also known as fiber compounding. Strong material repair technology. The actual operation looks like this. Take advantage of these thermal polyester qualities. Let's put together these fiberglass websites covered on the surface of the pot body. So when the resin of these permeable wool fibers, after thorough drying and curing, the whole structure will become a kind of steel bar. Composite materials for concrete. So the pot body has a new shell. Certainly, now this new case, it's not very flat. It needs to be polished regularly. And after complete regularization, to another degreasing clean, you can enter the spraying process of the paint surface. The gods here are also very particular about it. Sprayed with off-white primer and an army green finish. But here's the thing. This dried paint finish, it's so bumpy. How can this work? Counterattack, he must counterattack. Here, the great god will use the silk stone of the Takagi tree to polish the tree to make it flatter, more delicate surface. This time the whole lake is very flat. Finally, the upper base, salary and area are sprayed. So this is a German military kettle from 1914. It's official. Repair complete. By the way, there is one more question. That is, the lid is missing. How to solve it? For this, all you need to do is buy a few corks online. So let's follow the camera. Review the breeding comparison before and after restoration. Compare the appearance after this repair. It's really well. But after such a repair, that means this kettle, he can no longer drink it as water. It can only be regarded as a collectible. So that's it for this Issues Fix video. Thanks for watching. Fun and time go by so fast, then say goodbye to everyone. Once again, thank you all for coming to Max's Repair. Bye bye.